Hey, welcome to Happiness Bar. My goal is to share cocktails, content, and happiness. And today, I'm a little bit excited because I'm gonna make the Ramos Gin Fizz, or try to at least. Man, this cocktail is the bane of every craft cocktail bartender's existence. And the reason why is because whenever it gets ordered, it's inevitable that it's in the middle of the busiest rush you've had that week, and someone wants to order the Ramos Gin Fizz. Usually, it's maybe like a co-worker that has the night off and wants to come in and fuck with you. Or it's some newer bartender maybe who wants to seem interesting. Or, I don't know, maybe it's just someone who likes Ramos Gin Fizzes, and that's okay, man. If you like the Ramos Gin Fizz, you know, just order it, because while the bartender may hate you from a distance, honestly, he's gonna make it for you, and he's gonna love it later. He's gonna love it later when he's telling this story, when he's out after work at a dive bar, drinking a Boilermaker, and he's gonna be like, hey man, guess what I made tonight? I made a gin fizz. And everyone's gonna be like, oh, whoa, yeah, ooh. Okay, it's not that exciting, but it is a cool cocktail, and we are gonna make it right here, or at least try to. Again, this is a cocktail that takes precision, but it's a cool one. So, the build for the Ramos Gin Fizz is 2 ounces of gin, ½ ounce of lemon juice, a ½ ounce of lime juice, 1 whole ounce of simple syrup, ½ ounce heavy cream, 1 egg white, 3 dashes of orange flower water. We're gonna wet shake that. Then we're gonna dry shake that for an unreasonable amount of time. It's gonna be a long dry shake because we need to get that kind of the souffle top on it, that froth. We're gonna serve that in a chilled tall glass or fizz glass if you have it, with no ice, and we're gonna top it with soda water and a little bit more orange flower water. And that's it for the Ramos Gin Fizz. So with all that being said, we do have a little bit of prep work to do today. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the prep work. Tools you're gonna need for the prep. You're gonna need a cutting board. You're gonna need a knife. You're gonna need a citrus juicer. You're gonna need a kitchen scale. You're gonna need a pot. You're gonna need a bar spoon or something you can stir with. You're gonna need a mesh basket strainer. And you're gonna need some sealable storage containers. All right, guys, so the first bit of prep work we gotta do today is we gotta make our simple syrup. So to start, I'm gonna grab my kitchen scale and I'm gonna grab a container and place it on that scale. Now what we're looking for this 1-to-1 ratio simple syrup is 250 grams of sugar to 250 grams of water. So scale zero it out. Let's start by weighing out our 250 grams of sugar. All right, 250 grams of sugar. We're gonna add that into our pot. Place that container back on the scale, make sure it's still zeroed out, and we're gonna weigh out 250 grams of water. 250 grams into the pot with the sugar. We're gonna crank that onto a medium-high heat, bring that up to just about a boil, let all that sugar dissolve, and we'll be ready to go with that. Give that a stir, get that well incorporated. And while that simple syrup is going, we're gonna go ahead and cut and juice our lemons and our limes. So I'm just gonna cut them all in half. And there we go. Got 2 of each for today. All right, let's start by juicing up our limes. Boy. Got a whole lot of juice in these, but we only need a ½ ounce of each today because I'm only really making 1 of these. They are a pain, but fun and worth it at the end. All right, so our limes are juiced. Go ahead and double strain our lime juice. That aside, juice our lemons. Double strain our lemon juice. Once, twice. Got 2 lids, and we'll label and date both. Remember, both lemon and lime juice are good for 2 days. Throw it out on the 3rd day. Grapefruit and orange, good for 3 days. Throw it out on the 4th day. Labeled and dated, both got lids. Those are ready to go. And our simple syrup is still going. We're almost there, so while I'm waiting, I'm just gonna label and date this. And simple syrup, good for a month, refrigerated. Give this simple syrup one last stir. I think we got all the sugar dissolved there. Let's turn that off the heat. Just pour it up into our container. Boom. Simple syrup, grab a lid. All right, guys, that is it for the prep work today. We got our lemons and our limes juice. We got our simple syrup made. That was it, pretty easy. Now here comes the hard work, making the Ramos Gin Fizz. Guys, I went ahead and put my simple syrup in this cheater bottle here. I'm gonna keep my lemon and lime juice in my quart containers just because they're small amounts and it's easy. This is a shaken cocktail. The first thing we're gonna need is our shaker tin. Next thing we need is our jigger. And I would usually grab my glassware, but I'm keeping it in the freezer so it stays as cold as possible right up until the last moment because it's a little warm out here. So we're gonna start making this, then we'll grab our glassware. Very last thing. So starting from cheapest, most expensive ingredients, 1/2 ounce of lime juice and our 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. We have our whole ounce of simple syrup. We've got 2 ounces of gin. 1 egg white. There it is. Our 1 egg white going in. And our 1/2 ounce of heavy cream. And our 3 dashes of orange flower water. Now to start, we're gonna grab some ice with the large side of our shaker tin. Make sure you fill that ice all the way to the top of the short side. Seal that bad boy up. And we're gonna start with our standard 12-second wet shake. There we go. Go ahead and strain it back into the shaker tin here with no ice. Make sure we get every drop. Now I'm gonna place my my spring for my Hawthorne strainer down in the shaker tin because I'm gonna try to do that oh so sought after 2-minute Ramos Gin Fizz, so I don't have to do like a 10 or 15-minute shake on this thing. So we're gonna go for the 2-minute shake here. See how we do. We got that in there. Let's go ahead, seal her up, no ice, with the spring in there. We'll be shaking for the next 2 minutes. Almost there. 40 more seconds. 15 seconds. All right. The 2-minute shake. It's exhausting. I'm fucking sweating. I'm fucking hot. Holy shit. I think that was 2 minutes. I'll be back in 1 second with a iced glassware, some cold glassware, and some cold club soda. And 2 things. We're going to see if this will work because I don't have a traditional fizz glass. This is kind of a wider Collins, but we'll see how that goes. Boom. Got our little club soda. Let's crack this bad boy open. Spring back on my Hawthorne strainer. And let's double strain this cocktail. And we're going to pour up about half of what we got here. We'll let it sit for a minute. Pour a little club soda. And we're gonna come back and we're just gonna pour up the rest. And I'm gonna get my club soda in here. Mix that around. That's what we're looking for right there. Get the rest of this going. All right. Let that sit for a minute. And we're just gonna pour a little bit more slowly. And look how that lifts off, baby. Right, let's hit a little orange flower water on the top just to cover up that egg white smell. And there it is, the Ramos Gin Fizz. Now, we're gonna see if our little test here works. I don't know if it will because this is a heavy glass straw, but the rule of thumb is if you drop a straw in, this should hold it up. So let's see. Not at all. That straw is too heavy. That's okay. I'm sure it'll taste good anyways. Let's taste. Yeah, man, it's a classic for a reason, man. It's creamy, it's acidic, it's light. You got that egg white in there, you got that heavy cream, so it has some nice body. Beautiful flavor on the gin. You get the orange flower on the nose, which is beautiful because it covers up that egg white smell. Super crushable, light with the bubbles and the soda. Really is just a nice, creamy, citrusy gin cocktail, baby. Here for your summertime woes, beautiful like a cloud. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Maybe you made it along with me. Maybe you wrote down save for a later date. But either way, let me know how you're liking everything. And as always, guys, become a regular somewhere. Become a regular at your local watering hole. It's the best way to support local business. And become a regular here at Happiness Bar by liking, commenting, subscribing. Hit that bell if you want notifications. We got cocktail videos coming out every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern to get you ready for the weekend. Stay happy, everyone.